So what's been happening, man?
Oh, not much. Just been working and stuff mainly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. What
yeah,
you still climb the Auburn?
yeah. Still doing trees. Yeah, yeah.
No,
So,
bro. How many hours
yeah.
y'all work a day?
Sorry, how many?
Hours y'all work?
Lately we've been doing some big days. We've been doing some like 10, 11 hour days. So
Whew, that's
yeah,
rough.
we had a nice one yesterday. It was like really nice weather, and it was like maybe like a 7 hour day, a little bit of an early finish. So that was good. It all depends. It's like just based on the jobs. So
Fucking hell yeah, man. That's cool, man.
yeah.
I mean,
How
10
about
hour,
yourself?
11-hour days are rough. And with that, how you been practicing for this big game we got going on?
Oh, mate, practicing has been limited.
Oh,
I'm lucky to get in on a Sunday. Is pretty much my only day that I'm getting time to. I'm getting back late, so I don't really have the time in the arvos before it goes dark. I mean, it's
uh,
getting better now. It's like the equinox tomorrow, so you know more daylight coming. But yeah, it hasn't
just
been as much as last year. Last year I was doing 100 bowls a day, every
mm,
day for like a month before the comp, and yeah, I'm like I reckon I probably got 200 balls last week, and the week before that I reckon I wouldn't have even got 100 balls for the whole week. So
uh, well,
yeah,
one thing I do gotta say is I did see you do a perfect round. Was it?
yeah. I
You know what I'm
got a
saying? So
perfect
that's
round
that's
on
tight.
yeah with the new Kevlar seatbelt. So it's
Oh,
nice
you
to
got the right
christen in.
size, the right sling.
Yeah,
You
and
feeling
I'm
good?
I'm I'm pretty much set that that's going to be my comp sling at least for tennis balls. So
I'm
I'm not
excited,
sure
man.
on
I can't
rocks.
freaking wait.
I've got uh I've got your I think it's like a 26 inch or something, 20, 26, 24, somewhere around there. It's like a shorter one, that the first tapered one that you made me, the orange and
Yeah,
green one.
yeah.
And that I've decided that's coming, and
Okay.
that's potentially going to come out for rocks. Well, I won't use it for tennis balls. I'm pretty set that I'll use my seatbelt for tennis balls, but I'm playing around with your sling with rocks and stuff, and I'm
It,
like, oh, it's just been a little bit shorter and a little bit more, I don't know, predictable with odd rocks. Like a seatbelt can kind of wrap around the rock a bit weird if it's a weird shape, whereas yours kind of has a bit more of a stiffness to the pouch.
you
It's a bit
talking
more
about
predictable.
the regular sling or the slim sling?
I think it's a slim sling, but
Yeah.
it's still like more rigid than like a seatbelt sling. So
Hell
I
yeah.
might. I'm not sure yet. It all depends on what rocks are there on the day. You know, the old rock drop. So
That's it, though. You never know what
but
they
she's
gonna
coming with
have.
me. She's coming on. She's in the short list. So
Hell yeah.
got your sling, got my sling, and I got a Dyneema seatbelt that I'm going to chuck in as a bit of a backup, and then probably bring a long sling just for fun.
Hell yeah. You know we're
And then
gonna
I'm
do
going to
it.
just bring some materials. So worst case scenario, if I need to make a sling on the fly or something, I'll have the stuff there. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. It's gonna be tight, bro. I can't wait. I can't
are you
freaking
going to
wait.
come loaded up with the whole?
You know I'm coming. You know how I'm coming, dog. I already told the boss. I told the boss. I said, man, look, Saturdays until I come back from the competition, I gotta take off because I
Yeah,
gotta make my slings. I gotta get everything ready. I only got like 3 weeks, bro. You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Man, it's not
We
even
gotta
three
get
weeks.
ready.
It's like, yeah, what is it? It's like,
All
oh yeah,
right,
two
we
and a
are
half
at a
weeks.
weekend. Let's do it like that. Okay, today, right now, is 9/21. It's a Thursday, so we have the weekend. Friday's tomorrow, so that's this weekend. There's
Yeah,
next weekend. There's a weekend after that, and then the
yeah,
third, we out there to beat the baby. Me,
yeah,
we
yeah,
cutting up. You
yeah.
know what
Well,
I'm saying?
yeah, it's like 3 weeks. 3 weeks from today, we'll be in the comp.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
so
right
it's
there. It came so quick. Every year it comes so quick.
yeah. I haven't even got anything sorted. I'll be lucky to put everything together to get on the plane.
Shit, I'm trying to work on some team shirts and stuff. I'm trying to have some cool ones this year, but I gotta see what the first one look like.
Yeah, I tried to rally a couple of the Aussie boys up. I tried to get a few Aussie guys. I was like, come on, like, just, I've booked my ticket. Come on, like, come. But, everyone's got their own reasons and financial situations, etc. So,
yeah, it's hard to work on it, man, because I'm doing the same thing. I got some people back home, and I told them. They didn't agree to this, but I said, all right, if I come with the first place trophy this year, y'all got to come next year.
Yeah.
They didn't agree to it, but I'm putting in my head, if I win, I'm hammering them all year.
Mate, if I win, I'm bringing the whole 20 million population of Australia over.
You know what I'm saying? You have to. You have to. You know what I'm saying? Especially because this year I should have a team because I think it should be me, Joe Meadmaker, our Goober, and hopefully I can get Ryan out there. So we should have at least 4.
Ryan Louisiana or Ryan that went with you the first time?
The first time. Ryan from Idaho. Yeah. It'd be fun.
Man, I mean, that's a pretty badass team.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down this year. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I know that David Morningstar said he's not going to be there.
I seen that, man.
And Judo P, I don't know if you know Judo P from like slinging.org or anything. He's been to a few internationals, just not the ones you've been at. Or maybe he was at the first one. An English guy?
I'm not sure. I have to see him.
Yeah, but he's going to be there, and then obviously RK Calm's going to be there.
Can't wait.
And so England will be down a member, and Australia's part of the Commonwealth, so maybe I'll jump on that team.
If they let you, I guess that's actually part of it, so you can actually claim that.
Somewhat. I mean, it's part of it's on the flag.
Because I feel like, it's on the flag, it's on the flag. You got it. Yeah. You got it. Because last year, there was no swapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, last year, I don't know what happened. I think I didn't even get included in any teams or anything. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. There was a bit of a jumble up last year.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't get enough. No, it was just me. No, me and Gooba last year, we didn't have a third person, so we wasn't in nowhere. But yeah, man. This year, what you think is gonna happen? I heard we got Guam coming too. I see we got a Guam select.
Oh, man,
I've been waiting for that for 2 years.
Yeah. I'm excited to see some Guam boys.
We got a bunch of them.
Yeah, no, I think this year should be like, I think last year was like 75 competitors, including women, something like that, maybe a little bit more. And I think this year might even get like, close to 100. So
nice. I remember the first year was 150.
Yeah, because hopefully Mallorca doesn't have the comp on the same day.
Oh man, I hope you wasn't gonna say that because I want to know if you knew about it. But I feel
I haven't seen anything. So.
I'll tell you one thing. I feel like I seen Pep do something like that, promoted like their type of thing. So I think hopefully this year if we keep it together where it's not like a competition on the same day, we'll have 200 slingers, dude. Easily. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be big. This shit's gonna go down. We got Guam.
Yeah.
They coming in hot.
Yeah,
I love how they go.
We've got
what's
his name from Finland?
Oh, Sylvian?
Sylvian, yeah.
Yeah, Sylvian's coming. That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, so
man. Because he's been killing it lately too. That's gonna be fun.
No,
I can't wait to sling with people I've been slinging with the whole time,
Yeah.
And you know what I'm gonna do this year? This year for the online competition, it's gonna be just us. You got to be out there to do it. But I got trophies this year.
Oh, sick!
I got trophies this year. Yeah, they're nice, and I'm not gonna spill it now, but they're nice. They're not just a regular trophy. Let's go.
Yeah. Now I'm looking forward to it. I'm like I said, I haven't had as much practice, but I don't know. It might. I mean, I haven't forgot how to sling. If I have a good day, I'll have a good day, and more than anything, I'm just excited to hang out with everyone and say sling about 800 billion times in a week.
That's it, dog. That's the best part. Because at the end of the day, if you only have like 30 minutes to sling before daylight, you go sling 30 minutes. Well, guess what? The 30 minutes is the first 30 minutes we start slinging. We
Yeah.
sling for 30 minutes, and then guess what? We gotta wait. We're gonna sling after that, and then we go on a boat cruise. We eat, we drink a little bit, we have fun, and now we gotta sling again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To train that is really difficult to do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Now,
yeah, it's a real different experience. Like, you know, it wasn't even anything like I was expecting when I went there for the first time. You know, like was really impressed with like the whole setup with food and you know that everything's kind of accounted for. You know, you just rock up and then it happens. You know.
exactly, exactly. And if anybody's watching this, listen to this, and they think about going to the competition, yeah, you got to buy your plane ticket, and that's about it. Because I say that's about it. You gotta give Pep like $400-500, and
Yeah,
you
you
got
got to
like
pay for
four
your
or five,
accommodation and stuff. So
and that's all it is. $400-500, and you good. You got food, you got a place to stay, breakfast, dinner every night, and they got stuff to do every day. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh, mate,
So it's great. It's a great experience.
the days is
Anybody,
packed. You know, you have like you get up and you're pretty much on the bus by like 8 o'clock or something. You know, and
exactly, yeah,
then you sometimes you don't get home until like 10. You know,
exactly. And they
so
keep the buffet open for you. So even if you
yeah,
get home late, you didn't eat, you can at
yeah,
least eat whatever's out there. You know, so I mean, that's a. I am so excited, bro. Like I get chill bumps just thinking about it, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Goober's bringing the chronograph, so we're going to have one chronograph that we all get to use at the same time, which will be just awesome
Oh, that's a
in general.
competition right there.
Yeah, I know it's going to be awesome in general, just to be like, oh yeah, nice, you threw this faster, boom, that's faster, or boom, that's faster, and the next thing you know, everyone's got bloody shoulder injuries. Like,
Exactly, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. I think that'll be fun too because you was there last year. You know how it is. We do the game. After we do the game, it takes them a while to calculate. While they calculate, we like eat or we go do something. So there's always room to do extra stuff. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? The online comp's gonna happen. We could do the chronograph thing. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So it's like all the different little side games. I think that's part of the
experience. That's the
yeah,
fun. Yeah.
exactly.
Mate, that's what I'm going for. I'm going to see you guys, and I'm going to have fun. Like, the comp is part of it, but man, it's more than anything. It's just like awesome to be around, such high level guys as well, and yeah, just chatting about it all the physics with Sarosh, and
Oh yeah,
you see his new video.
I started watching. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
You know, I didn't have time when I started watching. I want to watch it and really listen
mate,
to
that's a
it.
good one. That he's one upping himself lately with these physics videos. They're brilliant. Loving them.
Hell yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah, boy. You know who been going hard was Arcade. He been
Oh,
killing
mate,
it with his.
he's killing it. He's video production quality, and he's got that brilliant British voice. So like, it all just sounds so good, even just him talking. Like, but yeah, his videos are awesome. So
Hell
that
yeah.
series on the Balearic Sling, all 3 videos, like what it is, and how to make one, and then his kind of style on how to use it.
Yeah, perfect story mode, a good story, like a season. You know,
Yeah,
that's what's beautiful.
yeah.
So when you get there, when you leave, man.
So I
So
think
let everybody know
So I think I leave my town. So like I start my journey from my town. I think I'm starting my journey on the 8th, I think. Might be the 9th.
I
And
think the
then
9th is a Sunday, 8th is a Saturday.
maybe it's the 9th then.
Let's see. Yeah, 9th is a Monday, 8th is a Sunday.
Okay, so maybe it's the 8th that I'm going to start going.
Yeah, me too. Me too
And
is the 8th.
and then I'm pretty sure I arrive in Ibiza on the 11th. I'm pretty sure.
Me too.
So I think it's like in the afternoon on the 11th. And then I think I'm there until
11 o'clock, 11 uh, uh, 2 o'clock in the evening on the 11th.
Sick. Yeah. I
Oh
think I'm like
yeah,
4 or something like that, 4 or 5.
let's
And
fucking go. I'm
and then I
ready,
think
bro.
I'm headed home on the 17th, but I don't get home until like I won't get back to my town until probably the 20th. But I don't think I land like back in Australia until the 19th or something. So yeah,
Ah,
it's a bit of a journey.
yeah, man.
I take 2 weeks holiday off and I spend a week in a plane.
Yeah. Hey, well, I played it crazy and got really cheap tickets, man. It was like I did it where it was like if I have a layover that's 19 hours, okay, it's a long layover, but I could rent a hotel, hang out, check out
Yeah,
the, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
dude. My whole plane ticket, which I might have, I think I'm gonna have problems. My whole
yeah.
plane ticket was $1,100.
What?
$1,100.
Oh my god, what's that in Australian? Do you know?
No.
Because I got mine. I got mine for probably the cheapest that I've got flights to Europe since like 2006, 2007 or something when I first went. Like I don't think I've had flights this cheap for ages. But same thing, I've got like a bit of a fucked up connection, and it's not like smooth sailing on a hell glorious airline or anything. It's probably going to be a riot. But
You got how's your layovers looking?
on the way, theirs looks pretty good, but on the way back is a shocker. But that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Same here. That's why I did this because I learned when I go back, I gotta lay over like 12 hours. I
yeah,
can't hang out in the airport for 12 hours, so I gotta get a place.
yeah,
And then once you figure out, like, okay, I can go somewhere if I want to hang out, I can hang out. If I get a hotel room for $100 or $200, $300, if I want to get fancy, that's a whole nother vacation
yeah.
in
On top
one.
of it, yeah.
You know?
Now, well, for me, it was like, honestly, it still is like super tight with my finances. Like, I basically shouldn't be going financially, but I couldn't miss it. The ticket, I'd been watching the ticket since I think Pep announced the dates in February. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
and
he
I'd
did
been looking
early.
at the tickets like every second day, just checking the tickets to make sure that I knew where I was at, and then it was like $4,000 or something to go there for like the whole time I was looking, and then one popped up for less than $2,000, and I was like, oh man, I got to kind of jump on it, and I sat on it for a couple of days thinking about it, and I did, like I said, I didn't have the money, and I was like, fucking hell, I'm gonna have to make this work somehow. So I just ended up booking it, and yeah, here we are. So
Dude, well, I appreciate that, man, because I can't, because you the person I want out there the most, man. You like,
oh,
man, we have
cheers.
so much fucking fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
Yeah, no, we get along pretty well.
no telling what's gonna happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like my third year, your second year. It's like we kind of know what goes on now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
we end
Well,
up beefing.
I'm hoping that I got the jitters out of me last year, and I just I don't really care where I come in the competition too much. I'd like to do well, but more than anything, I just want to do well for myself.
Okay,
If I do a good representation of what I'm capable of, and I have a day where I'm like, yeah, that's me kind of slinging. I'll do decent. I won't do too bad. So
I feel that 100%. How confident? What's your feel? All right? Let's. We're not gonna play a game of saying what you're gonna come out in, but what's your confidence level? Like, how are you feeling? Because you haven't been slinging as much, but you've
um,
been slinging good when you've been slinging. So,
yeah,
how you
and I
feel?
mean,
Like, do you
I'm
feel
still
like
hitting
you are ready to
I'm still
go?
hitting my averages. Like if you like, I always go off my like. So my consistency over lots of balls, over like 100 round or something like that. That's a good indication of like where I'm at, as an average. And that my average has been sitting around that 11 plus 3 for 10 balls kind of for a while. That's kind of like that's like my average. It's not my best game and it's not my worst game. Like that's kind of, you know, the average. But I can have shockers. I can have a day where I can't hit the fucking board, and then I can have days where I'm like scoring 17s and 18s all the time. Like I'll score multiple 17s and 18s in a day. Like I remember last year, last year I had scored an 18 plus 9 in November of 2021. And that was I didn't score myself on a Balearic target for a long time when I was slinging. I was only slinging at cans and stuff like that. Like I wasn't using a Balearic target. And I remember when I got the 18 plus 9, and it was a perfect round. It was 5 Dianas, then a missed the board completely, and then 4 Dianas. And that was when I was using like Curious Aardvark's little plastic cup sling. It was around the time that we were doing lots of the can challenge stuff, you and me. Kind of, you had already gone to Ibiza, or you're going to Ibiza for the first time. It was somewhere around there, like when the competition, your online.
Yeah, before we started the online comp.
Yeah, before that and stuff. And so I remember it was November that I scored that I remembered that I actually scored like a round that was decent. That was at 18-9. And that was my best score that I had for ages. And then I was probably maxing out on 17s until whenever I posted the 18-8 in your competition and I got it on film. And that was like I had scored an 18-8 that week or the week before that, but then I got one like on film, and that was kind of like, okay, my best score yet was an 18 plus 9, but then I'd scored an 18 plus 8, and that was kind of like a rarity to hit that kind of like that 18 number, back then. But this year I've scored multiple 19-9s. I've scored a heap of 18-8s, like I wouldn't even necessarily be able to count. So overall, I think I'm still progressing slowly, but my average is still, it's like, I feel like my precision's got better, but my consistency's got worse. Like when I'm on, I'm fucking on, like big time, but then I can have a shocker,
That's it.
Whereas before, I feel like I was like very consistent, but I wasn't super precise. Like I'm hitting the center like that. I have a little pin in the middle of my Diana, and it's like about the size of a tennis ball. And I hit that like every session for sure. Like it's not like I wonder if I could hit something the size of a tennis ball. I can hit something the size of a tennis ball. Like,
and I think that's the thing where it's like you can't when we out there in a competition, right? We out there, they got all these people. And like I said, last year was 75. This year might be over 200 people. There's one thing we always say. I always say is my knees are weak. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that you don't get by yourself.
Well, I've been thinking so I think there's a big component to the reward system that you're trying to set in your brain.
Yes.
So I think this comes back to aim small, miss small kind of concepts and stuff. And, if you're thinking about points or the score and stuff like that, you're not thinking about hitting the center of the Diana. Like the mindset for me that I've figured out over the last year, because I had a shocker when I came back from Ibiza. I turned into I couldn't fucking score a 10. I was struggling. I was having a hard time. I just came back and I just had full mental games playing in my head, and I was thinking about what motions am I doing and trying to overthink like the process of it, which I think in the long run actually helped me, because I think I developed a more powerful form and a more consistent form. And I think that is part of the playbook that you have to play by to become a really good competition slinger, is you need to have a process and know what you're doing. But it was playing with my head because I was such an instinctual slinger for so long. Like I just slung, I didn't even think about it. I was by myself. I don't have any other, very few friends that sling.
Yeah, when you make it important, it's a different thing.
Exactly. But I also think that I forgot what I originally used to do. And that was all I wanted to do, was hit something. And that I could go tiny. You know, I could go down to like the bottle cap or, you know, stuff like that. And I'd have that determination and the mindset that that's what was going on. And it wasn't as involved with the consistency like a Balearic target where you want to be hitting the board if you can, you know, like if you walk in there and you like any slinger that goes to the Ibiza, if they went in there and they just hit the board for every single throw, you'd damn near win it.
40 points wins the last 2 years.
Yeah. So, and that, you know, that's not being precise. That's to do with consistency. That's not hitting the very middle of the diana. That's not that precision, that, you know, that hunting accuracy or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that when your focus is on just hitting the board, your goal isn't set to that aim small, miss small mindset. You know, you're not focusing on that tiny thing. And for me, I need to tell myself what I'm hitting. That's the one thing I've noticed for this past year is I can't be, just like you're playing a Balearic game and you want to score 5 points or whatever for your 5 balls. Like I got to be like, I want to hit that tiny little piece of the target. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm not even aiming for the D. Like I'm aiming for the dot.
Hey, small miss ball. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. That's gonna help a lot if you really think about it. Because I'm telling you, what I think when it comes to slinging, I do it all the time. If I'm looking at something and I'm struggling to hit it, it's because I think it's too far. Dude, if you 13 meters away, I could throw that ball to you like it's easy. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at that board, if you start missing, in your mind, it gets further and further away. So if you be like, all right, it's right here, screw this. If I let it go right here, I'm gonna see it, leave my sling and hit it because it's not that far. It's like poof, poof, it's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
and like if you think of it like that, I think it helps a lot.
For me, I can't have the process be in control. So I can't have the process of me thinking about if I'm letting the ball go up there or, you know, all I need to do for me to really get in the zone is just be like so focused on I'm hitting that and not even I'm slinging a ball at it. It's like I'm hitting that now. This is what's happening. I'm going to hit that. And I don't even know when I'm pulling into the power stroke. I don't know any of that stuff. Like when my mind can get into that mindset, that's when I'm the most on.
I get it.
Turning that on is not necessarily the easiest thing, but I've been working on it. I've been having a little bit more success with I've been trying to work myself up for your competition every week. And I'm like, I'll be like, you know, watching the clock, watching it count down on purpose, like trying to get myself all anxious and like, oh shit, you got to sling and trying not to have any practice, trying to come in cold, you know, like trying to replicate that kind of competition vibe, you know, and trying to put it all together. So I've got it from last year. I had 2 things I wanted to chat to you about, but I'll just pull it up. I've got last year's like tally.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Okay, so this is, I got the tally anyway from last year, right? Yeah. So of just Dianas. So just Dianas, right?
Okay.
First place,
I'm with this. I'm excited.
First place was Modesto, yeah? Who came first?
Yeah, he killed it.
Killed it with 12. Second place, this is not points, this is Diana's, was 10 with you, right? Second place. Sweet.
Only 10, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You was it.
Now, third place, right, for Diana's was Diego. It wasn't Uwe.
Oh, with Diana's, with Diego.
Okay, with just Diana's would have been Diego with 8. So it went 12, 10, 8, right? And then there's a couple tied in at 7. We've got Uwe, we've got Alex from Ukraine, we've got Carlos.
Carlos.
So they would have came in like tied 4th on Diana's, yeah. So this is like one way to look at it. This is like what I was talking about before with like the precision and consistency and stuff, right? So that if it was just Diana's, like the precision game, it would have skewed a little bit of the order of stuff, yeah.
8, 10, 12.
Not massive
out of 40 throws.
Yeah, because it makes sense that the Dianas get more points, and so mathematically it all makes sense, and it wouldn't change skew around too much, right? So now if you just go on just the board, no longer points involved, just how many times the board was hit, not then it's Modesto still comes in first, you still come in second, and then there's like there's like a stack of people that come in third, including me, and I'm all the way down at fucking 15th.
God damn. Okay,
you know?
that's a big change.
So like the actual amount that I was able to keep it on the board, I was fine last year. I was keeping it on the board, but my precision was off. I wasn't actually nailing the Diana like I wanted to be, right? And that's because I was in that mindset where I'm like more worried about points. Like, man, just hit the board, just take the 4 points or whatever, you know?
And I'll tell you right now, like the thing that you was worried about, that I think it kind of messed you up, was because you was like, it cost me this much to get here, so every shot costs us this much money.
Every
and
shot
you thought
was
every shot cost so much.
or $180, man. Was
every shot was $180, and you thought of $180 when you shot. I think that kind of messed you up, cuz.
Yeah, so I mean that's like the crazy thing about the way that this can be
so mental.
Yeah, and it's like the points is, that's what I'm trying to say about before. Like I would much rather go there and just myself know that I've done well against what I can usually do. Like if I come and I do what I'm capable of, or better than what I'm capable of, like my average or better, I'm going to leave and I'm going to be like, I had a great time. Doesn't matter where I came. If I come last or whatever, you know, I'd be more devastated if I, like I said, just hit the absolute border of the quattro every shot, you know, never got it like 10 centimeters in from the border, like had literally
But you know how to think about, you know, in your mind, if I'm throwing at the Diana and it keeps barely hitting, you know how to redirect to your throw, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if it would happen, it would suck because it'd be one of them knee shaking things, but you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how to do it. It's like, I think that's where the most mental thing is. It's like, because I do it too. Like, today, not 30 minutes ago, I did it. I hit a 9-4, right?
9-4 round, yeah.
And then right after that, it was like lower shit. Like I just couldn't hit the Diana. It wasn't that much lower. It was a bunch of quads, but I couldn't hit the Diana because it's a mental thing, bro.
I put up 100 round just recently. I don't know if you watched it, and that's a perfect example of exactly what you're talking about there. Like I go in and I'm like kind of I think it's like the first couple of rounds I'm pretty consistent. I'm pretty like, you know, 12, 11s, like around there, you know, pretty consistent. Then I have an absolute dreamy one, like a 17 or something. And then the next one's like a 9 for 10 balls, you know? Like you can throw yourself off if you get your brain into it too much. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to score the best 100 round I've ever done right now, and start thinking about the points or something else instead of just thinking, no, just keep drilling that thing that you're trying to hit. You know, don't worry about it. Each 100%, shot is a single shot. You know, like I think that's what I'm trying to do in the last year, is trying to not stop celebrating quattros. Was like the joke that I made. # stop celebrating quattros.